Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I pay homage to my teacher, Lukswami Maharaj. Sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma friends, how about your sutta reading or listening to Dhamma talks? Have you read all the discourses of the Dīgha Nikāya, the long length discourses of the Buddha? I'm reading these days, I'm reading again the long length discourses of the Buddha, and it's unbelievable. Again and again, the wisdom of the Buddha. Do you have like good easy translations to read Dīgha Nikāya? Maybe you can check Sutta Central, suttacentral.net, that website. Please read all the discourses of the Dīgha Nikāya. So what are the discourses in the Dīgha Nikāya? So we can take here. You go to suttacentral.net, basket of discourses, collection of long length discourses, long discourses collection. So this is, so there are 3 main chapters. So the first one is Sīla Khanda Vagga, second one is Mahavagga, third one is the Pātika Vagga. So Dīgha Nikāya Sutta number 1 to 13 in the first section, and Dīgha Nikāya Sutta number 14 to 23 in the second section, and the Dīgha Nikāya Sutta number 24 to 34 in the third section. So if you go to Sīla Khanda Vagga, you will see Brahmajala Sutta, the first sutta in the long length discourses collection of the Buddha. Brahmajala Sutta, beautiful sutta. And there Buddha explains with extraordinary knowledge and wisdom of the Buddha how all these religions have come about and different doctrines in the world, how they are formed, what kind of misunderstanding led in the first place to go around with such views, and also why people started forming those kind of religions in the world, what led them to spread that kind of view, certain views. Everything is explained in the Brahmajala Sutta. And the next one is Samanya Phala Sutta. You can read about King Ajatasattu, the son of the famous King Bimbisara. After he killed his father, he went to the Buddha to get some relief. He was so remorseful, and then he wanted to ask about. He asked the Buddha about the benefits of a monk life. So you can learn lots of beautiful things about the benefits of monk life, about the benefits of renunciation, letting go, the benefits of all those things. Samanya Phala Sutta. And you go to Ambatta Sutta. It's a beautiful sutta again. Sonadanda Sutta. These are the names of the Brahmins, famous Brahmins at that time. Ambacha was a Brahmin, Sonadanda Brahmin, Kutadanta Sutta. That's also name of a Brahmin. Mahali Sutta, Jalya Sutta, Mahasihanada Sutta, Pottapada Sutta. And there Buddha explains about a very deep Dhamma, about 3 bodies in one individual, 3 types of bodies: physical body, mental body, and the perception body. 3 types of body: Rupakaya, Manokaya, and Sanyakaya. Very deep Dhamma. Subha Sutta, Evada Sutta. About, you can learn about 3 types of miracles of the Buddha. Miracle of psychic powers, and the miracle of reading others' minds, and the miracle of teaching. Iddhi Patiharya, Adesana Patiharya, Anusasani Patiharya. 3 types of miracles used by the Buddha to teach others. Lohicha Sutta, Te Vijja Sutta. They are those 2 Brahmin students ask about the path to be born in the Brahma world, and Buddha clearly explains about that path to be born in the Brahma world, and they were amazed and became the disciples of the Buddha. So those are the Dīgha Nikāya suttas. And in the great chapter, you can see Mahapadana Sutta, about all the previous Buddhas, 7 Buddhas, including the Gautama Buddha's life, about previous Buddha's parents, the Bodhi trees, different trees became trees of enlightenment, about the lifespan of those different time periods, about their chief disciples, how they propagated the Dhamma in the Mahapadana Sutta, to learn about the previous Buddhas. Mahanidana Sutta, this is a powerful sutta about the causation, about the cause and effect mechanism, dependent origination, in a very deep and subtle way. Mahaparinibbana Sutta, again a very famous discourse of the Buddha, the last days of the Buddha, and all the important incidents that took place during those last few months of the life of the Buddha, just before the final passing away of the Buddha. Mahasudassana Sutta is about a past life of the Buddha. Janavasabha Sutta, you can learn lots of things about how a noble disciple is going to continue the path, the Dhamma path, after taking rebirth in a heavenly world, and how they learn Dhamma in the heavenly world, who teaches the Dhamma in the heavenly world, what kind of Dhamma they discuss, and lots of details about the disciples of the Buddha in heaven. And also, and that all those information was shared with the Buddha in this sutta by God Janavasabha. He was the King Bimbisara when he was in the human world, and he was a stream entrant before he passed away. And he, soon after his passing away, he was reborn as the God Janavasabha in the Tavatinsa heavenly world, and he would come to the Buddha and explain everything what was happening in the heavenly world, and especially about the gods who are trying to attain the other stages of enlightenment how they make strive, how they follow the noble eightfold path, how they practice the four foundations of mindfulness. That's a beautiful sutta. Mahagovinda Sutta is also about a past life of the Buddha. How Buddha acted with great wisdom in his past life, and also how he left the material world. Even though he was very rich in his past life, he still realized that the material things, worldly pleasures, do not guarantee true happiness. So he left everything, went into the forest, meditated, attained jhanas, using 4 Brahma Viharas, and was reborn in the Brahma world. Mahagovinda Sutta. Mahasamaya Sutta. In the last days of the Buddha, numerous gods and goddesses gathered. That was the largest assembly happened. The gods came from heaven to learn the Dhamma, to see the Sangha and the Buddha. Sakkapanya Sutta. The leader of the gods, God Sakka, came to see the Buddha and ask questions. And after that Dhamma discussion, he attained the first stage of enlightenment. He was about to pass away from his heaven because his merit was made by him in his past life as a human being, but at that time there wasn't a Buddha, so he was not able to accumulate powerful merit. So he was about to pass away after finishing his merit. But as soon as he listened to this Dhamma talk, and as soon as he finished the Dhamma discussion with the Buddha, he realized many things and he attained the first stage of enlightenment. At the same time, there was a rapid increase of good karma. As a result, he was reborn instantly as the god of the leader of gods again on that very spot. Mahasatipatthana Sutta is also from the Dīgha Nikāya. Pāyāsi Sutta is an amazing, beautiful sutta. So all these suttas are from the Dīgha Nikāya, the great chapter. And the final one is the third chapter, Bhātika Sutta, beautiful sutta about how Buddha is taming others. And Udumbarika Sutta is also an amazing sutta. Cakkavatti Sutta, a very, very beautiful sutta, amazing sutta, to learn many things about the past, about the long lifespan time period, and also predictions of the Buddha about the present human being, and also the future of the human world. What will happen in coming years? What will happen to the human world, and what kind of things we are going to face? All those informations are, lots of them are in this Sutta. Cakkavatti Sihanada Sutta. Aganya Sutta, origin of the world. Buddha explains amazing things about how this earth is formed, how this earth gets destroyed, and how this cycle works, how the trees come back, how beings come back onto the earth, and what kind of bodies they have in the beginning, and how these male, female, this difference happens, and what happens to the beings who live on earth when the earth gets destroyed. All those information are in this Aganya Sutta. That's a powerful sutta. Again, Sampasadaniya Sutta, also a powerful, beautiful sutta. The Sariputta Bhante explains his confidence in the knowledge of the Buddha. Pasadika Sutta is also a beautiful sutta. Lakhana Sutta is also amazing sutta, where you can learn about the Buddha's the great marks on his body, which he received, all those marks as a result of his previous good karma. His eyes, his teeth, his skin color, his voice, so many, like 32 great marks he received in his body as a result of powerful good karma repeatedly done in past lives, and how those merit helped him to do the Dhamma propagation in an amazing way. So you can learn those things by reading Lakhana Sutta, Shingala Sutta. You can learn beautiful things, very important things about how parents should, what kind of things parents should do to their children, what are the priorities, what kind of things they should teach their kids, and also how kids should respect their parents, how they should take care of their parents, and how husbands should respect the wives, how wives should respect the husband, what kind of duties they each have to do, and also how should teachers help their students in a wholesome way, how should students think about their teachers and about employees, and all these things. Beautiful sutta. And how to live a righteous living, how to earn money righteously. Lots of information. Akanati Sutta, a powerful sutta again. The god Vesavana encourages the Buddha to teach these Atanati protection in order to get the protection when the disciples of the Buddha are attacked by non-humans. So that's a powerful sutta. Sangita Sutta, the Suttara Sutta, beautiful suttas. Don't you like to learn and read those things? Is there anything you don't like to learn from those suttas? All the information are exciting, right? Very interesting, right?
Yes, Bhante.
Yeah, I read those Dīgha Nikāya. I have read several times, but I started reading again the Dīgha Nikāya. It's amazing.
Namo Buddhaya, Bhante. Can I ask Bhante about the Atanatiya Sutta? That discourse was taught by the Supreme Buddha, or Supreme Buddha learned it from the King Vesavana, Bhante?
Yeah, read that sutta and find the answer. That's what I am doing here. I'm encouraging people to read suttas.
But Bhante, in the sutta, it says that
read the sutta and you will find the answer. And there's a simple translation in the Paritta book. The entire sutta is in the Paritta book.
Got a question, Bhante.
Rob?
Yeah, just about I guess the different translators, Bodhi or Sueto or David's. Just wondering if there's any kind of generally accepted ideas about maybe they have some subtle differences in their style or subtle differences in aspects that they emphasize or aspects that they de-emphasize. Just wondering if there's some generally accepted ideas about that.
Yeah, general advice from me is that you read any translation. They don't do any harm to you. Like even to translate a single sutta, it's extremely difficult, extremely hard. And like not even a sutta, you try to translate 4 lines, a stanza with 4 lines. And I think it's one of the miracles what these translators have done. It's a really miracle, like translating 18,000 discourses or 10,000 discourses, 5,000 discourses is a miracle. I don't know. I don't have any other words to describe it. Whether there are differences between translations, between phrases, between some words, that's okay. That's normal because people are different. And if I ask you to, explain about a certain thing, and 10 people would explain in 10 different sentences, and you will use 10 different words to explain that. So it's like that. It's a very normal, natural thing. But the fact that we have these translations available, it's a miracle. It's not something we can expect in the ordinary world. It's an extraordinary thing.
Is
I
that
know that because I am trying to do some translations, for some suttas to send to some Bhantes to be used in some children programs and all these things.
Mhm.
The day you start translating at least a Dhammapada verse, all those Bhantes translate from Pali language. Can you believe that?
Are there any other major personalities besides these three that we see that are making major efforts?
You
of
mean translators?
translators, yeah, at the moment.
There are few translators, but mainly I know Bhikkhu Bodhi Bhante, Thanissaro Bhante, and Ajahn Sujato. Yeah. But there are other translations who did translations before that.
Mhm.
Rhys Davies and some other translators. You will see those names when you search suttas on the Sutta Central, because
Bhante Ananda Jyoti.
yeah, Ananda Jyoti Bhante, like that, you will have different translations, different versions of the same suttas, and you will see under different names of the translators.
And does somebody like Bhikkhu Bodhi, does he maybe go back and revise some translation sometimes as he gains more knowledge or something like that? Or
Normally, that's also a normal thing with translations. Sometimes, if it is an online version, you can expect that. So whenever, but normally they have those like professional translations, I would call them. They have a standard set of phrases or words or keywords. So always, like, if you check many translations of the same translator, you will see consistency and
right.
That's, I think that's a professional way of doing it.
Mhm.
So
Thank you, Bhante.
good. Yeah, when you read suttas, like, you will realize little by little the unbelievable wisdom of the Buddha. I like to teach those like suttas from Dīgha Nikāya and Majjhima Nikāya, but there are no people to listen to.
Yes, Bhante, please, we are ready.
Yeah, we are here. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we are doing a sutta from, not from Dīgha Nikāya, we are doing from Samyutta Nikāya, right? Kundaliya Sutta.
Teach us. We're here to listen to you, please.
We are waiting.
Yeah.
We are waiting.
I think some of our other Bhantes from Sri Lanka, they do teach these deep sutta, like long length discourses of the Buddha, like Sakkapanya Sutta, Sampasadini Sutta, right, Linda?
So yes, Bhante, actually, we have the recording, few of them.
So we have that program every Friday, right?
Every Friday from 8:30.
From 8:30, and that's that program, about information about the program are available on the website and Facebooks, the monastery Facebooks, right? So
Yes.
I think they are from Sri Lanka, Sangabodhi Bante, and also an American Bante. Sometimes come to the program, and he's with our Bantes. He ordained under my teacher, so he also teaches these long length discourses of the Buddha. Yeah, they also already teach, so participate in those programs and learn about those things.
Actually, last night we learned about Mahasakuludaya Sutta.
Mahasakuludaya Sutta, and that's from the Majjhima Nikāya, middle
Yes.
end discourse of Buddha. It's a beautiful sutta. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Sweetest taste in the world. And also you can learn about the amazing qualities of the human beings at that time, the people who come to the Buddha to ask questions, and what kind of questions they ask, and how they are transformed after the Dhamma discussion. Amazing human beings. Amazing human beings.